All right, it is now 9:05 in Dublin, Ireland. Happy St. Patrick's Day as we are looking at a live picture from earthcam.com. People are already partying, drinking green beer, and enjoying the holiday. And I've heard, though, that some parts of America actually celebrate St. Patrick's Day even harder than some places in Ireland, but that doesn't surprise me because I feel like Cinco de Mayo is that way as well, where it's so big in America, but in Mexico it's not even like that crazy. So, all right, well, Betsy Champ is our next guest, but you're not with me in studio this time. Where the heck are you?
I am in my kiosk at Jackson Hewitt, and I am in Porterville.
So, okay, now how did we go from Journey of the Heart to taxes?
That's an interesting, I had not thought of it that way. I have actually been doing taxes longer than I've been doing healing work.
Really?
Yes, this is my 5th season.
Now, okay, you're at Jackson Hewitt, right?
Yes.
Okay, what have you been seeing so far?
The season has not felt as busy as it usually does.
Huh.
We're expecting it to pick up again, and people are still coming in with all of the same questions. Am I going to have to pay back my child tax credit? Am I going to have to pay back my stimulus? I didn't ever get my stimulus. How do I get that? So we're still working on those. And for those of you that haven't filed, put your seatbelt on. It's a ride of a year.
All right. Well, that depresses me.
Yeah, and it's really not a difficult thing, but
okay.
Because the child tax credit was paid in advance, they are asking for more documentation. That is something that we provide with the return, but it's in the file. It doesn't go actually electronically. So people are getting letters from the IRS and they're getting letters from the state. They may even use the word audit in the letter, but it's just an information audit. So they just want specific documents, and it can be as far as everything that we've already told them to, we just need a copy of your last pay stub now. So even filing your return, don't be afraid. Those letters are not terrible. Irritating, but not terrible.
Tell me, do you feel that is that this child tax credit, is that the big thing this year, really? That's different?
It's hugely different because people are used to seeing the entire child tax credit on their refund. They're only getting half of that on their refund because it's hard to realize we've already gotten the other half.
Okay, all right. What about, Betsy, obviously you and I both know that there have been so many small businesses started here in Fresno, like, pop-up vendors and small shops, whatever, people working out of their house. How are you dealing with those individuals that now they're working for themselves and they're like, I don't know what to do?
That's exactly the face that they bring in to me. It's like, I've never done this before. What do I do?
Right.
So the easiest way is, I advise people, if they're not going to sit down with me right then, go into irs.gov and print off a list from your Schedule C. That's for your self-employed. And if you're a gig worker, if you're a driver, that's a good place too, because you have some amazing things. And we actually do have a driver specialist in the Visalia kiosk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Let's talk about Journey of the Heart. What's going on there?
Oh, before we do that, let's go back because I get to do this in my kiosk.
Uh-huh.
My manager also said I could offer a $25 coupon to anybody that's watching.
Oh, heck
now,
yeah.
And I don't know if it shows up because doing a Zoom, it's different, but it was an attachment. But if you don't have it, all you need to do is go in and use the code 4, P is in pumpkin, Z is in zebra, X is in X-ray, 2. And D has authorized this anywhere in the district. And our district goes from Sacramento, I'm the farthest south in Porterville. So you can find us in most of the kiosks, in Walmart and any of the permanent locations.
So you're telling me that for Central Valley Talk viewers, if they use that code, let's say it one more time, and we've got it next to you on the screen, but my eyesight is awful, but say that code one more time.
4, P is in pumpkin, Z is in zebra, X is in X-ray, 2.
Perfect. Thank you. Because that's a huge help. I mean, that pays for somebody, gas. Right? It goes in your gas tank.
I guess if you're driving a moped, it covers your gas.
What about a part electric car?
Oh, don't even start me on electric cars.
All right. We won't go there. By the way, yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. I love your green.
Thank you.
And are those clover? What's that in the background?
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a shamrock.
Yes.
And these are 2 feet of a leprechaun head first into a pot of gold.
I love it.
And I still have my leftover heart from Valentine's.
Hey, and can you see? Guess what cup I'm still using on this 17th of March? My Santa cup.
Of course, there's no end to Christmas.
Never. No, why not? Why would there be? Okay, yeah. So what's going on with Journey of the Heart, though?
Journey of the Heart is, I don't want to say switching gears. I'm going to say ramping up.
Okay.
The first of the month, I launched my first course. So it's done. Oh, he's going, of course, yes. Part of it is done live. And I don't mean live in my office because we've talked about energy not knowing time and space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to work with anybody in the globe, or probably even out of the galaxy if we want to go there.
Yeah.
And it involves 7 private biofield therapy sessions. So every other week, and then a training on the odd weeks in between. So it's a matter of if you're ready to start the journey of your heart, because that's really where everything boils down to, our heart, whether it's open, whether it's closed. And I chose to go this route because so much of it is tied up in our body. And using the biofield therapy helps release the stuckness in the body. And then the training comes along and lets you start working on your thoughts with it. So we get to it on you live too.
Yeah. Well, and Betsy, I want to ask you, we're 3 days away from spring. Spring officially kicks off on Sunday. Is this a time in the universe right now where things are changing and getting closer to your energy, other people's energy is important right now?
It's very important. I have several groups of teachers that I follow that do a regular meditation for the Ukraine. So when you have a collective, I've heard some crazy numbers recently, and it was so crazy. I just want to share it because this is such a doable thing. With the 7 or 8 billion people on the planet,
mm-hmm.
if there are only 4,400 people who are in the process of changing their life, changing their vibration, getting together and focusing on one topic, change happens. So, yeah, it's an incredible time. And we heard about the 2012, the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that's been explained is it was the end of a world. And since that time, The energetic vibration has been increasing. People are becoming more caring, more compassionate. And on the same side, you're going to have more darkness. But darkness is just the absence of light.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many more people turning their life on full force. Change is happening, and it's uncomfortable. Even our pandemic is part of that process because it's forced us to look at things in a whole different perspective.
You sure?
It's been wonderful.
People can connect with you, whether for taxes.
Yes.
Here's what they can do. They can go see you, get your taxes filed with Betsy, and then do the energy course. 2 in 1, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to file taxes with me. It can be with any of our locations.
Yeah, in all of California, right? With that code.
Sacramento to Porterville.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Central Cali. Okay, very good.
And all the way out to Los Banos also.
Okay. Good to see you. By the way, I saw you real quick on Tuesday night at Mike Briggs' fundraiser, so it was good to see you in person. Awesome. I was running around. I didn't have time to talk to anybody, but it's always you're one of my favorite guests. So thank you, Betsy.
Thank you. And this was really fun doing it on Zoom.
It's different. I know.
Hard to tell where I'll end up.
I know, right? Where will you be next?
Depends on what month it is.
What is that?
Exactly.
The Carmen Sandiego, not Carmen Yeah, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
There we go.
Where in the world is Betsy Champ?
That is true.
Happy St. Patty's Day. Thank you, hon.
Hey, all right. Be safe.
Bye. Namaste. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. And Dublin's partying. Woo!
And this is the one day that everybody can be Irish, not just those of us that are actually of Irish descent.
Are you Irish descent, though?
A part of me, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, me too. Well, Reed.
Yep.
My whole father's side is from Ireland, so. Okay.
Well, there you are.
See ya. Thank you.
Bye.
We'll be back.